Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and over my years in healthcare, I've learned so much from wonderful women just like you about living full and vibrant lives as we age. Today, let's talk about something that can make a real difference in our daily comfort and peace of mind: decluttering. Now, I know many of us are naturally organized and we love to keep things tidy, but sometimes we can get a little too organized with things that might actually serve us better if we simply let them go. So, let's explore 12 common things that older women often keep organizing, but that we might be happier and feel so much lighter without. Trust me, as we get into these, you might find yourself nodding along and ready to make a change. Stacks of old magazines and newspapers. Oh, those are stacks of magazines and newspapers. Remember clipping recipes, articles, and thinking, I'll get to that later? Well, later can turn into years. We tell ourselves we'll reread them, but honestly, how often do we really? And with everything online now, the news is always at our fingertips, and recipes are just a quick search away. Instead of letting those paper piles take over precious space, let's be honest with ourselves. If it's been sitting there for over a year, chances are you're not going to get to it. Think of the space you could reclaim. Imagine your coffee table clear or your bookshelf feeling lighter. It's time to recycle those stacks and enjoy the fresh, open space. If there's a recipe or article you truly love, tear out just that page and create a small, manageable folder of favorites. Let's keep the essence and release the bulk. Collections you no longer love. We all go through phases in life and our hobbies and interests evolve. Maybe you used to collect porcelain dolls, stamps, or seashells. These collections might have brought you joy once, but do they still? Sometimes collections become obligations, things we feel we should keep even if they no longer spark joy. Take a loving look at your collections. Do they still excite you? Do they fit your life now? If not, it's okay to let them go. Imagine the freedom of decluttering those shelves or cabinets. You could donate them to a local charity, gift them to someone who would truly appreciate them, or even sell them to a collector. Letting go of collections that no longer resonate makes space for new passions and interests in this wonderful chapter of your life. It's about honoring your past but living fully in your present. Clothes that don't fit or you don't wear. Our closets can become like memory boxes filled with clothes from different stages of our lives. Those beautiful dresses from years ago, the jeans that were once our favorites, the suits from our working days. But if they don't fit comfortably now, or if you haven't worn them in over a year, be honest. They're likely just taking up valuable space and maybe even making you feel a little down every time you see them. It's time for a closet edit. Try on those clothes. If they feel good, flatter you now, and you love wearing them, wonderful, keep them. But if they're too tight, too loose, outdated, or just not you anymore, it's time to let them go. Imagine opening your closet and seeing only clothes that you love, that fit you beautifully today, and that make you feel good. Donate them to a women's shelter or a charity shop. You'll be helping someone else while creating a more serene and functional wardrobe for yourself. Old bedding and linens. We tend to accumulate bedding over the years. Extra sheets, blankets, towels, pillowcases. We keep them just in case, but how many just in cases do we really need? Old bedding can take up a lot of storage space, and often older linens become worn, faded, or less comfortable. It's time to refresh your linen closet. Keep a reasonable set of sheets and towels for each bed and bathroom in your home, plus maybe one extra set. But those old, worn-out linens? Let's let them go. Animal shelters are often grateful for old blankets and towels, or you can check with local charities. Imagine a linen closet that's neatly organized with fresh, soft linens that you actually enjoy using. It's a small change that makes a big difference in your everyday comfort. Kitchen gadgets. You rarely use kitchens can become gadget graveyards. We buy all sorts of specialized tools, bread makers, ice cream machines, single-use gadgets, thinking they'll revolutionize our cooking. But often they end up gathering dust in cupboards and drawers. Take a good look at your kitchen gadgets. Be honest, how often do you really use that waffle iron or that avocado slicer, if it's been months or years? Since you last used it and you're not planning to use it soon, it's time to declutter. Imagine opening your kitchen drawers and cabinets and finding only the tools you truly use and love. Donate those unused gadgets to a local charity or a younger person just starting out. They'll be thrilled to have them, and you'll enjoy a more streamlined and functional kitchen. A simpler kitchen is often a more joyful kitchen to cook in. Duplicate kitchen gadgets. Let's be real, ladies. Our kitchens can become a haven for gadgets. We see something on TV or in a store and think, oh, that will make cooking so much easier. Avocado slicers, popcorn makers, fancy juicers. They promise to change our lives, don't they? But then, they often end up tucked away in drawers and cabinets, gathering dust. Take a good, honest look at your kitchen gadgets. How many of those have you actually used in the past year? I bet there are quite a few that are just sitting there unused and forgotten. Do you really need 5 different kinds of peelers or 2 garlic presses? Keeping duplicates not only clutters up your kitchen space, but it also makes it harder to find the tools you actually use and love. It's time to be ruthless. If you have multiples of the same tool or if you haven't used something in ages, it's time to let it go. Imagine a streamlined kitchen, filled with only the essentials. Cooking becomes more efficient and your kitchen feels more spacious and inviting. Think of the joy of opening a drawer and finding exactly what you need without having to rummage through a pile of unused gadgets. All handbags you never use. Oh, handbags! We all love a good purse, don't we? But over time they can really accumulate. Before you know it, you have a whole collection, and yet you probably only use a few favorites regularly. Maybe you bought some of them years ago, or perhaps they were gifts you never quite warmed up to. If you're not carrying them, they're just taking up valuable space in your closet or on your shelves. Time for some honesty. How many of those handbags do you actually use? Maybe you have 1 or 2 that you absolutely adore, and the rest are just taking up space. Declutter your handbag collection by getting rid of the ones that no longer suit your style or that you simply never reach for. Imagine how much easier it will be to grab the perfect bag for your day without having to sift through a pile of unused ones. Plus, you'll free up space for the handbags you truly love and that reflect your style today. Donate those bags to a women's shelter or a charity shop. Someone else will be thrilled to find a new treasure. Excessive bedding and towels. How many sets of sheets do you really need? You likely have more than enough to keep your bed cozy and comfortable. Yet, there are always extra sets tucked away in the linen closet that you rarely, if ever, use. Maybe it's that mismatched set you bought on sale years ago, or those extra towels that are just taking up too much space. While it's always wise to have a spare set or 2, do you truly need 10 sets of sheets? Simplify your linen closet by donating those extra sets of bedding and towels that are just taking up space. Keeping your linen closet organized with only the essentials will not only make it easier to find what you need, but it will also make you feel more organized and at peace. Plus, you'll free up space for new, high-quality items that you'll actually use and enjoy. Imagine opening your linen closet and seeing everything neatly arranged, with space to breathe. Unread books you keep meaning to read. We all have that stack of books we plan to read, but somehow never seem to get around to. Maybe they were impulse buys or perhaps thoughtful gifts from friends and family. Over time, they just start collecting dust on the shelf, and it's easy to feel a little guilty for not getting to them. But keeping unread books around isn't doing you any favors. It's just clutter. And every time you look at that pile, you might feel a sense of unfinished business. If you haven't picked up a book in a year or more, it might be time to part ways with it. Donate those books you're not going to read and make space for ones that truly excite you. Imagine how great it will feel to walk into a room full of books you actually want to read. Books that spark your curiosity and joy. Plus, by donating, you'll pass on knowledge and enjoyment to others who might be looking for their next great read. Think of it as sharing the literary love. All prescription glasses and sunglasses. Oh, the eyewear collection. It's so easy to accumulate all prescription glasses and sunglasses. Some are outdated, some have scratches, and some you simply don't wear anymore. But keeping them around, thinking I might need them just in case, is unnecessary clutter. When it comes to prescription glasses, you need a pair that works for you right now, not ones that no longer fit or provide the correct prescription. As for sunglasses, maybe the style doesn't suit you anymore, or you just gravitate towards a newer pair. Holding on to multiple pairs just takes up space and adds to the clutter in your drawers. Go through your collection, recycle the old frames. Many optical shops have recycling programs. And keep only the ones you love and use regularly. This will help you stay organized and save you time when you need to grab a pair on the go. Imagine opening your drawer and easily finding the perfect pair of glasses for any occasion, without having to sort through a pile of old ones. Outdated technology and electronics. We've all accumulated outdated gadgets and technology over the years. Old cell phones, VHS tapes, remember those? Cameras, even that bulky fax machine you haven't used since the last century. These items tend to pile up in drawers, closets, or basements, taking up precious space and serving absolutely no purpose. But here's the truth. Keeping these outdated electronics around doesn't make them any more useful. It's time to take a deep breath and let go. You don't need 10-year-old phones gathering dust when you have a perfectly good one in your pocket. If something is broken or obsolete, recycle it responsibly at an e-waste recycling center. If it's still in working condition but you never use it, donate or sell it online. Clearing out old technology will not only declutter your home but also help you feel more up-to-date and in sync with the present. Imagine the relief of freeing up that storage space and knowing you're not holding on to things that are just obsolete. Estera mugs and kitchen cups you never use. How many mugs do you actually need? Sure, you've got the I love my dog mug, the one from your favorite vacation spot, and probably a few others that you just had to have. But when was the last time you used half of them? We tend to hold on to mugs because they're cute or we think we might need them for guests. But the truth is, most of us only use a couple of favorite mugs day in and day out. Those extra mugs are just sitting around, taking up valuable cupboard space. Declutter your kitchen by letting go of the mugs you don't use. Donate them to a thrift store or give them away to someone who might actually enjoy them. Keeping only the mugs that you love and use every day will make your kitchen feel tidier, and it will make it easier to grab your morning cup of coffee without digging through a pile of mugs. Imagine opening your cupboard and seeing a neat, curated collection of mugs that you truly love and use. So there you have it, 12 things you've probably been organizing, but should actually declutter. I know it can be tough to let go, but trust me, your home and your mind will feel so much lighter and more peaceful when you release what no longer serves you. It's about creating space for joy, comfort, and the things that truly matter in this beautiful chapter of your life. Life lesson. Remember, gorgeous ladies, decluttering isn't just about tidying up your home, it's about freeing up your spirit. Letting go of excess possessions creates space for new experiences, new passions, and a lighter, more joyful way of living. Embrace the freedom of less and focus on what truly nourishes your soul in these precious years. Now, tell me in the comments below, which of these items are you ready to declutter right now? Share your decluttering victories and tips with each other. We're all in this together, and if this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more inspiring advice on living your best life after 60.